That JD and I could meet at all, let alone fall in love and marry, is a testament to this great country.
Katt Williams has stunned everyone by lifting the curtain on his true thoughts about Usha Vance. The outspoken comedian claims there's more to her story than meets the eye, teasing details that nobody saw coming. Fans are left wondering if these revelations will spark a new chapter of controversy. Could it be a game changer for both sides, or just another passing storm in show business? Background and heritage. Usha Vance, formerly known as Usha Chilukuri, was born into an Indian-American family that taught her to cherish two cultures. Growing up, she balanced her parents' homeland traditions with daily life in the United States. She dined on home-cooked Indian meals while celebrating American holidays, learning that her identity could blossom by blending both worlds. In her youth, Usha discovered her heritage was more than customs or old stories. It shaped her character and guided her path. She found comfort among other children with similar backgrounds, realizing her experiences were both unique and universal. Even when classmates questioned her heritage, she stayed true to herself, confident in the richness of her culture. When she left for college, Usha carried her history with her. She joined cultural groups and shared homemade snacks, letting her background spark friendship. This heritage shaped her academic goals, inspiring her to unite people from different walks of life. Over time, her love for both cultures became a key theme. This perspective helped her bridge gaps, guided by family values. Today, she honors her past while embracing new paths, showing that true heritage is not a label, but a blend that shapes hearts and minds. By looking forward without forgetting what came before, Usha has built a life that resonates with many. Her blend of Indian and American traditions shapes how she sees community, family, and progress. With an open mind and a respect for her roots, Usha continues to welcome challenges that merge her past with perspectives, background, and heritage remain elements in every person's journey. Education. Education is a journey that shapes both the mind and heart, paving the way for new possibilities. For Usha Vance, it began the moment she stepped into a classroom and discovered her love for learning. Surrounded by supportive teachers, she embraced the thrill of solving problems, reading stories, and asking questions. Those experiences shaped her sense of purpose and fueled her ambition. Growing older, she realized how crucial it was to stay curious, no matter the subject at hand. During her college years, she pushed herself even further, juggling coursework with activities that challenged her worldview. This dedication helped her gain entry into Yale Law School, a dream destination for many aspiring legal minds. At Yale, Usha encountered different viewpoints and cultures, broadening her understanding of justice and society. She learned that education was about more than textbooks. It was about embracing change, discovering empathy, and forging meaningful connections. Growing from those experiences, she found guidance in mentors who saw her potential and pushed her toward excellence. Now, she uses her legal background not only to advocate for worthy causes, but also to inspire others to seek knowledge. She hopes her story encourages people to chase their dreams, no matter how big or small. After all, education can serve as a passport to opportunity, allowing anyone willing to learn the chance to shape their destiny. Whether it leads someone to a law degree or any other calling, the pursuit of knowledge stands as a lifelong invitation to grow. Career. The path of one's career can be filled with bold moves and surprising turns, and Usha Vance's journey is no exception. From her early days as a devoted student to her position as a respected attorney, she has shown an unshakable drive for excellence. She joined top-tier law firms, honing her negotiation skills and shaping her legal knowledge. Her affinity for public service became clear during pro bono work, where she fought for causes that spoke to her heart. Colleagues recall her calm approach under pressure, a quality that proved essential in complex cases. Usha's success is not just about wins in the courtroom, but the way she solves problems and treats those around her. She offers guidance to peers, encouraging them to think beyond the letter of the law and value the people affected by each case. Eventually, she found herself juggling both personal and professional roles, showing that determination can coexist with life's many demands. In the midst of challenges, Usha stayed true to her core values, using her career to act on her belief in fairness and community growth. By staying connected to groups that champion justice, she deepened her impact beyond the workplace. This dedication to doing right by others has shaped her career's direction. Every new role brought fresh lessons and chances to refine her style. Over time, she has created a life that merges purpose with ambition. Her story reminds us that true career success is not just measured in titles, but in the positive mark one leaves on the world. Such commitment resonates. Marriage to JD Vance. Usha's marriage to JD Vance is a story of two driven people whose paths crossed at Yale Law School. From the time they met, it was clear they both had a passion for learning, debating ideas, and pursuing bigger goals. They quickly bonded over long conversations that moved from classroom topics to their personal stories and life dreams. Each time they spoke, they discovered fresh reasons to keep learning about one another. As their connection grew stronger, the couple faced typical challenges of balancing busy lives with the desire to spend quality time together. Between hectic class schedules, serious study sessions, and part-time work, they leaned on each other for support. When the time came for JD to write Hillbilly Elegy, Usha provided an understanding ear and wise counsel, further solidifying the trust in their relationship. Once they decided to marry, their wedding became a joyful celebration of two cultures merging. Surrounded by close friends, family, and peers who had seen their love blossom, Usha and JD began a new chapter as husband and wife. Their partnership didn't stop with the vows. Instead, it has grown with each hurdle they face together. Now, as they juggle careers and family life, both strive to maintain the warmth and honesty that brought them together in the first place. Their marriage stands as a testament to the belief that two individuals, united by mutual respect and common goals, can build a life that honors their roots while shaping a remarkable future together. Family life. For Usha Vance, daily life starts and ends with family at its heart. From early morning routines to bedtime stories, each moment reminds her that building a home is an ongoing act of care. She and JD share tasks to keep their household running, but they also make time for giggles, playful messes, and hearty meals that bring everyone to the table. The children, still young, give them fresh reasons to see the world with wonder and excitement. When the day's pressures mount, Usha draws on the lessons from her own upbringing, passing along her favorite cultural traditions and stories. Meanwhile, JD brings his own share of memories, ensuring that their kids grow up with a deep sense of who they are and where they come from. Being present in each child's growth involves setting boundaries, but also allowing plenty of room for exploration. Between parent-teacher conferences and weekend outings, the family pushes for balance in a hectic schedule. They try to create cozy spaces for reading, game nights, and simple conversations. On quieter days, they might pack a lunch and visit the local park, running around until hearts have raced and laughter has soared. As a political figure, JD travels frequently, but they both agree on the importance of staying connected. Whether through video calls or quick text messages, sharing updates, big or small, keeps them anchored, proving that love can blossom when nurtured by daily acts of kindness. All in all, their family life acts as a safety net and a guiding star, reminding them what truly matters in life. Role in Hillbilly Elegy. Usha Vance's role in Hillbilly Elegy might not be obvious at first glance, but her presence can be felt in every stage of its creation. By sharing her insights, she helped shape the memoir's tone, ensuring that JD Vance's personal story was both honest and respectful. During long discussions, Usha encouraged deeper self-reflection, pushing JD to connect ordinary events with bigger themes. Reading early drafts, she pointed out parts of his life that deserved more focus. Her perspective let JD see his experiences in a wider context, bridging the gap between rural upbringing and the broader world. This gave Hillbilly Elegy a rounded voice, capturing strong family ties, community values, and the pain of leaving them behind. Beyond the writing, Usha lent emotional backing, reminding JD that telling the truth sometimes means facing painful memories. By offering an empathetic ear, she kept him steady when inspiration ran dry, or old wounds opened. Together, they weighed the effect this memoir could have on readers, those who shared JD's journey and those who viewed it as a cultural curiosity. Through countless late-night chats, they remained united in their goal to foster understanding across different worlds. Usha's keen sense of detail ensured Hillbilly Elegy stayed grounded, focusing on real-life reasons instead of lofty theories. Privacy. Life in the spotlight can challenge even the strongest families, and for Usha Vance, privacy is more than just a shield from gossip. It's a means of preserving her sense of identity. Having married someone in the public eye, she quickly realized how day-to-day choices, from posting on social media to attending community events, could carry weight. She also learned how crucial personal time was to her own well-being. While supporters and critics often wonder about her thoughts or try to study each detail of her life, Usha believes that certain moments belong within the walls of home. She avoids leading cameras into personal events, recognizing that memories are far more precious when shared with only close friends and loved ones. By setting boundaries, she ensures her children grow up with the freedom to explore and find themselves without feeling the glare of the spotlight. At times, it's hard for the public to understand why she might shy away from interviews or decline speaking engagements. Yet Usha's measured approach shows she values both her sanity and her family's harmony. Even when negativity arises online, her instinct is to protect her loved ones, letting critics have their say, while she and JD carry on privately. That balance between public duties and private moments doesn't come easily, but it reflects the deep bond that drives them all. A shared belief that privacy nurtures growth, fosters deep connections, and reminds them all of what matters most, each other. Only then can they face the world with confidence and composure. In doing so, they thrive. Influence on JD Vance. From the moment Usha Vance met JD Vance at Yale Law School, she began shaping his life in subtle but meaningful ways. Early on, she encouraged him to think more deeply about his roots, not just as stories of struggle, but as reflections that could spark change. When JD felt torn between loyalty to his upbringing and the demands of a fast-paced professional world, her steady reasoning helped him blend both realms. Through late-night debates and thoughtful conversations, she inspired him to see beyond the challenges, reminding him of the strength found in understanding his past and honoring those lessons. Her influence stretches beyond calm discussions. She stood by him when Hillbilly Elegy demanded emotional honesty, pushing him to express his story with empathy rather than frustration. By listening intently during stressful moments, she guided him away from rash decisions. JD has also credited her for opening his eyes to broader perspectives, showing how people with varied backgrounds might read his work or hear his words. This awareness grew as he stepped into the world of politics, where scrutiny is relentless. Usha's balanced advice helped him remain anchored in his core values, encouraging him to champion causes that uplift communities much like the one he wrote about. Her knack for pointing out overlooked angles made JD a more careful thinker, reminding him that real solutions need both heart and intellect. Cultural identity. Usha Vance's cultural identity is woven from her Indian American heritage and her experiences growing up in the United States. From a young age, she saw the beauty of blending two very different cultures, embracing everything from traditional festivals to modern pastimes. Her parents taught her Indian customs, while her friends and school introduced her to American traditions, shaping a colorful perspective of the world. She carried these influences through college and beyond, learning that heritage never remains static, but evolves as life unfolds. In her home, she honors elements of Indian culture, preparing homemade dishes and celebrating festivals that connect her to her ancestry. At the same time, she fully embraces American holidays, pop music, and community events, encouraging her loved ones to appreciate a broad range of experiences. This unique blend taught her that identity is not an either-or choice, but a fluid tapestry, threads of tradition weaving into new patterns. She sees her multicultural background as a source of strength, allowing her to relate to people from various walks of life with empathy. Her story inspires others to reflect on their own roots, helping them understand that cultural identity can unite rather than divide. By valuing diversity and maintaining an open mind, Usha bridges generational and cultural gaps, creating bonds that enrich her life and the lives of those around her. Over time, she found that embracing each side of her heritage fosters empathy and respect. By sharing these values at home, she shows how unity can flourish through a love of diversity. Public perception. From the moment people learned about Usha Vance, they became intrigued by her thoughtful demeanor and unique background. Because she stays mostly out of the limelight, the public sees her as a calm, grounding force in her husband's high-profile world. Media outlets note her intelligence and poise, with many praising her for balancing a respected legal career, family duties, and the occasional public appearance. In photographs and interviews, she exudes warmth yet maintains a composed demeanor, suggesting she weighs her words carefully. As a result, some admire her for not oversharing, viewing her as a modern figure who values authenticity. Still, the public's curiosity often grows when a person keeps a low profile. Some question her reasons for seeking privacy, while others view it as a deliberate choice to guard personal milestones. Her supporters argue that steering clear of media frenzy allows her to focus on meaningful work and family life, rather than courting celebrity. Critics, however, might believe a more vocal presence could further shape JD Vance's narrative, amplifying issues she cares about. Yet, in many respects, her quiet steadiness already influences how the public perceives the couple overall. While not the main focus of headlines, Usha's consistent and measured approach to public life resonates with those who appreciate a balanced perspective. In this way, she has earned respect for preserving her individuality and supporting her husband without losing sight of her own goals.